You know, I help a lot of people buy short-term vacation rentals here on the Big Island of Hawaii, but I realized I've never done the most important video that anybody needs before they even consider buying an STVR here on the island until now. So check this out. You know, I help a lot of people buy short-term vacation rentals here on the island, and yet of all of the calls I get, the number one question I get is, Dan, can you do a short-term vacation rental here, there, wherever? They don't know where the vacation rental zones are. You know, I realized that I've been so remiss because I've never done a video actually showing people where the zones are until today. Hi everyone, Dan Palomino, KW Big Island and the Hawaii team. So let's jump into it. Let me do a screen share and let's look at a Google map of the island and let's talk about where the zones are. Let me give you a better feel of what I'm talking about when you and I are on the phone. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do a screen share, and in this screenshot, I have zeroed in on just south of Kona, but I wanna flip over here, and so here's a map of the entire Big Island, and this is the east side, this is the Hamakua coast, this is the wet side. A lot of times I'll get calls from people who wanna be in Hawaiian Paradise Park, Pahoa, Puna, all right, that's all this side. I am not over there, but I have agents that are. Over here, I'm on the west side, and this is where all the resorts are, and this line that you see up here is really the dividing line between short-term vacation rentals and no short-term vacation rentals. All right, so let's zoom in on this. All right, so I'm down here by Keauhou Resort, and what you're seeing here, this road right here, I'm gonna zoom in on it. This is Ali'i Drive. And so when we're talking about where the short-term vacation rental zone is, we're talking about it either being on the Makai side, that would be this side right here, the ocean side, or the Mauka side, the mountain side. All right, if it falls on the Makai side, then that is in the short-term vacation rental zone. If it falls on the Mauka side, it does not. And so when you're looking like up here and you see these places right here on the ocean, these are all in the short-term vacation rental zone. But see these places over here across the street? This would not qualify, right? Being directly across the street. This Ali'i Drive is the dividing line. Ocean side, good. Mountain side, not good for short-term vacation rentals. So let's just move up the coast here and we'll see where we go. But again, you see Ali'i Drive goes all the way around the coast, and you can start to see where you can get a short-term vacation rental and where not. I mean, all the way up here, Casa de Amnico, Royal Sea Cliff Outrigger, again, Ali'i Drive, all the way up the coast. And then we get into town, right? Here we are into town. Here's the bay. Here's King Cam Hotel by Marriott. And then we turn the corner and we go through Old Airport, and there's nothing really here. But now we start going up the coast, and this is where we start getting into the 6 resorts. And so I want to go over some of this with you. The first one we talk about right here is Kohanaiki, and it is a private resort. There are no short-term vacation rentals in there. Even though it's in the zone and would qualify by the county, their own HOA and CCNRs say no short-term vacation rentals. It's gorgeous. The places are phenomenal, but you can't do short-term rentals in there. Then we get moving along. Again, keep going. We hit Kona Airport, and then we start to get north of Kona Airport, and we start getting into the next group of resorts. And the first one up is going to be Kukio right here. Again, private resort, no short-term vacation rentals. However, right next door is the Hualalai Four Seasons complex. And yes, you can do short-term vacation rentals in Hualalai Four Seasons. So right next to Kukio, I mean, beautiful homes, condos that start at about 4 million and homes that go up to 30 or 40 million, all in Four Seasons, and you can do short-term rentals. We'll keep moving down the coast, and it's a bit of a ride down Queen K before you get to the next 3 resorts. Let's close out of that. And so the first one is Waikoloa Beach. If you're on the phone with me and I'm talking to you about Waikoloa Beach, I'm talking about this area where the Marriott Outrigger is, where the Hilton Waikoloa Village. This is largely condominiums and very few single family homes. Condos start at 800,000, go all the way up to 4 million, but this is all eligible for short-term vacation rentals. Then we get into Manalani, right? Manalani Beach Club. Again, all of this Manalani area right here, Manalani Resort, the hotel, auberge, all of these subdivisions inside of Manalani, Camilo, Kulalani, so forth, all eligible for a short-term vacation rental. It's all in the zone. And then we get to our last resort of the 6 on the West Coast, and that's Mauna Kea. And here's the whole Mauna Kea resort. Interesting enough, even though we jump the highway, this stuff over here on the mountainside of the highway is eligible for short-term vacation rentals. All of this can be, and all of this can be. So I hope that gives you an idea of where you can do short-term vacation rentals and where you can't. When I talk about that I primarily serve the 6 resorts on the west side of the island, you just saw what they are, right? This is where we help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. And then we do property management in those areas as well. I hope that was really helpful. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, pass it along to a friend. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have more questions, call me. Just call me on my cell phone, 808-987-3306, 808-987-3306. Until next time, aloha.